KIPS have the best computer textbooks across the country. At least. That's all I have to say in this video basically. Hello everyone, I'm Vikrant Sharma, an educationist in this field since the last 20 odd years. I've worked across the length and breadth of the country and beyond. I have experienced my life in different places. I have taught children who had followed different curriculum. And after all these years, I have come across a very few things which I can vouch for, and one of them is that KIPS have the best textbooks across the country. The first time I was introduced to KIPS textbooks for computers were in 2015. They had, even in those days, two different type of textbooks which they were using for the same curriculum, CBSE. They were exhaustive, well researched, up to date, and above all, they met the different requirement of different type of children, schools, teachers, and curriculum. The last I came to know about the books was last year, where they had not 2 or 3 or 5, but somewhere around 10 series, believe me, 10 odd series of computer textbooks, which cater to not only children of different curriculum, but also to schools based on the different software they were using, different economic background the children are coming from. And the cheapest series or the costliest series had one thing in common: they all had the KIPS quality. All books were greatly researched. They were, as I've stated earlier, they were not only up to the marks, but there was something which children could relate to. It is very easy to understand for the children and the teachers for the books that they are going through. Along with these textbooks, they also have a lot of other things going with them. One is the question paper generator. They've got a CD, DVD, or a software. Now they've got, I think, an app or online also for the same purpose. The question paper generator helps teachers to create question papers for different level of children, examination, difficult level, etc., etc., etc. They also had things sort of like those flashcard booklets, where every topic had a series of questions which were there on depending on different difficulty levels and covering the complete syllabus. And the aim, it seemed, for these books and this material was to provide something which a teacher could use effectively for the sole purpose, that is, of encouraging children to grow. Most of the material which KIPS provide, apart from the textbooks, they have never charged anything at all. I have actually requested KIPS for free sample books on a regular basis for different schools that I have been associated with or I know about. KIPS, fully knowing that the school may not subscribe the book or purchase the book for that year, have been helpful in providing a teacher's copy, the whole sets, not sets, but sets, for the sole purpose that the teachers can use that material to teach the children more effectively. That's not something which any and every publisher does. I've had representatives of KIPS visit me across the length and breadth of the country over a phone call or over a LinkedIn message with the required sample books, and every time they have come with something new, which could only be used to teach the children better. I've got books all the way in Karnataka. I've got a few of my colleagues who have asked for the sample books in Kanyakumari. Some have got in Kashmir, Sikkim, Gujarat, any and everywhere. Whenever KIPS have been requested for a representative visit, the senior most person in this area has traveled to provide assistance to schools, at times more than 200 odd kilometers, with the complete knowledge that they may not be an outright purchase at that time. Hats off to the commitment of this institute, this company. I mean, from Karnataka to Coimbatore to, and what do you call that? Almora, Nainital. I've requested for samples and books in my life, and I've got them. The only grouse I have with KIPS is that they are only producing textbooks for computers. Many a times I have requested them to go for different subjects, and they have said no, we want to be the best at what we are. There's no use in going to be a jack of everything and master of none. But kids, Mr. Nanda, you really need to listen to my plea and give the KIPS quality standard to all other subjects so it can be helpful for all children, for all subjects across the length and breadth of the country. Heartfelt wishes to the organization, the representatives, everyone who is associated with it, with the books, from Mr. Nanda on the top to the gentlemen who have been visiting different schools or the suppliers of books, for providing such good material for children. Believe me, you have been doing a great service to the country, and I'm sure with the focus now on coding and things, you would come up with something great pretty soon if you haven't come up with it already. Hats off to you, Mr. Nanda. Hats off to you, KIPS, for giving the best computer textbooks across the country, at least. See, I told you. That's all I have to say. Have a good day.